Massive update for XRP investors. A brand new XRP spot ETF has just been approved. And during today's episode, we're going to show you all how a new product is set to go live on the CBOE in just the next couple of days, coinciding with the radical diminishing supply that we've seen for XRP on exchanges. As you can tell by the chart on the screen, in the last 30 days alone, $1.3 billion worth of XRP has left exchanges and gone to ETF issuers and cold storage wallets. What could this mean for the XRP community? A massive supply shock is on the horizon. And with all of these different articles culminating to the moment that we've all been waiting for, where the ETFs eat up the XRP supply on exchanges and OTC desks, leading to rapid price appreciation for XRP. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Good Evening Crypto, your favorite crypto news related channel. If you enjoy this content, smash that like button and subscribe. And I want to give a massive thank you as once again, we passed 2,000 likes on yesterday's video. But we're going to start off today's content right here as $1.3 billion worth of XRP has gone from exchanges in just the first 4 weeks after these ETFs have gone live. Now, we coincide this, Johnny, with the fact that we're going to see more products going live towards the back end of the year, starting with this. The CBOE has just approved the $7 billion asset manager 21Shares to launch an XRP spot ETF on the CBOE in the next 7 days. Now, why does this matter? This is going to absorb more XRP off the exchanges and OTC desks and get it in the hands of long-term investors. And whenever we have this conversation, I'm constantly reminded of the supply shock narrative that Jake Claver had reminded us of, where he broke down how there will be a moment when all of this pent-up demand reaches euphoria and we see a dramatic increase in the XRP price chart. Now, me and you have analyzed the XRP price chart for years here on this channel, and what we've learned is there is a $2 iron wall taking place right now. What is that iron wall? Most likely institutional investors understanding that this asset's fair value is far higher than $2. Well, Jake Claver is stating that with these ETFs going live and the Clarity Act on the horizon, we are about to see Wall Street enter the XRP ledger in a way that we've never seen before. Here it is.
I think all of you are going to be very surprised in the very near future about what XRP does now that we have the ETFs eating through the OTC desk and the dark pool volume. There's not a whole lot left over there. My guess was there was somewhere between $1 billion and maybe up to $2 billion available on the OTC and dark pools. They've already eaten through about 800 million XRP here in just the first week from that. So that's either half or almost all of what was available on the OTC desk and the dark pools. As soon as that is gone, and we're getting more ETFs, more spot ETFs for XRP are launching, and we still don't have the big dogs at the table yet. We still don't have BlackRock, and we still don't have Vanguard. We still don't have Fidelity. I think they're all coming to the table in the very near future with their spot ETFs for XRP. So that would put, if those three came online, we would have more spot ETFs than Bitcoin.
And this is the institutional adoption moment that we've been waiting for, Johnny. And I think it's going to happen in two waves. The first wave is what we're going through right now with these ETFs giving Wall Street exposure to the asset XRP. The second wave is going to be post-Clarity Act, when institutions are using the XRP ledger, as well as Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, whatever token you would like, for real-world use cases, whether that be smart contracts or DeFi solutions or stablecoins being implemented. All of this is just beginning to kick off here in 2025. But again, the big articles that we're covering for today, $1.3 billion worth of XRP has left exchanges since the ETFs went live. And this storm is just beginning, as another product could be going live as early as tomorrow. What are your thoughts?
You know, Abs, and we still have a long way to go. I mean, it was about 6 or 7 are out there, and there were like 18 or 19 that would have filed. So just to remind folks, there's still a long way to go of more of these to come out that are going to continue to chew up the supply. And, you know, it's really, really interesting to be able to take a look at that chart and be able to see 7 billion. And as the supply is getting eaten up, you know, all the way down to 5 billion and or 5.7. And then here we are again at 5.7. The interesting thing when I look at this chart, you'll notice the first time when we hit in November, the price was also down pretty close. You know, you can kind of see the price on top of it around $2. Notice this time, as the supply has been eaten up again, the price is a little higher. Now, again, that's almost what I would anticipate, that as more and more supply comes off the market, the volatility of this thing is going to be able, you know, in both directions, of course, we'll be able to move much easier up and down when there's less supply there. So I think Jake's right. As we continue to see more of the supply get eaten up, the impact of these earlier ETFs, we haven't seen too much of it because it's eating the supply. What you're going to see, my anticipation is, as we get towards the latter of these ETFs coming in and that supply continues to gain down, you may now start to maybe see some impact of the ETF on the price. Now, again, I don't know for sure. That's what I'm keeping an eye on, but it just logically makes sense. As we continue to chew through more and more of the supply, you would think as more of these ETFs come out, we may start to see some price appreciation over time from it. And that'd be a very, really healthy thing to see, but we'll have to see if these ETFs can eat through all that supply before the next leg up.
Well, another narrative that's working in favor of the XRP community is that the ETF issuers, the OTC desks, they actually have a vested interest in watching the XRP price increase. Now, why is that? If they're sitting on 10 million units of XRP and that correlates to $20 million, well, they're only having $20 million worth of liquidity that they can distribute to these ETF issuers. If the price of XRP went from $2 to $10, now that $10 million bag of XRP is worth $100 million in value. That means that even with this major supply, it would slow down the reduction in OTC desk reserves for XRP. So there is a scientific data-driven catalyst here where we can look at the XRP price chart and we can look at the XRP circulating tokens and point to a moment where we say supply meets demand, and we're going to have a euphoric moment in the XRP price chart. Do you believe XRP breaks its all-time high in 2025? Let us know underneath the video. If you enjoyed this content, smash that like button, and we'll see you all in the next one. So if you're looking to do the same strategies that we implement here on Good Evening Crypto, I would advise everybody sign up for Merlin and click on the ITrust Capital link below. Now, why did these two ideas play off one another? Merlin is going to allow our listeners to understand where they should be taking profit in this market, and ITrust is going to allow our listeners to take that profit tax-free through an IRA product. Now, that's not the best part about this. We are giving new clients a $100 sign-up bonus using the promo code GEC9. So I would encourage everybody, click on the link below the video, use promo code GEC9, and set yourself up for success during this crypto bull market.